Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and Activision has done the unthinkable. Yesterday, they announced that they are actually shutting down Warzone, basically in an effort to make more money. They didn't outright say that, but I think we can all understand what's going on here. So here's going to be the tweet. As Warzone moves ahead with exciting new experiences to come, Warzone Caldera will shut down on September 21st. All Caldera gameplay, player progression, inventories, and online services will expire on that date. Learn more here. Then they actually gave us a website where we can check out exactly what the reasoning for this is going to be. As of September 21st, 2023, Call of Duty Warzone Caldera will shut down as our teams focus on future Call of Duty content, including the current Warzone free-to-play experience. Well, that's not an answer. That's not a reason. Let's just continue on down here. We've all had incredible Warzone experiences across the Call of Duty franchise since its launch, including those in Warzone Caldera. For those players who haven't jumped over into the current Warzone activities, expect a vast amount of gameplay choices across 3 Battle Royale maps, including Season 4's new map Vondel, as well as ranked play, the DMZ beta featuring 5 different extraction zones, black cell offerings, and more. Then we continue on. I'm still waiting for a reason, an answer here. Players should prepare for even more Warzone content across consoles and PC, as well as a new era of Battle Royale on the go with the launch of Warzone Mobile, which includes a shared Battle Pass and cross progression. The Call of Duty team and studios are looking forward to sharing more details soon. Alright, we still haven't an answer yet. Regarding purchased content in Warzone Caldera from Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, or Vanguard, that will continue to be accessible in those specific games. Alright, still no answers. Continuing on, please note that the Warzone Caldera shutdown has no impact to current Warzone gameplay, inventory, or player progression in Al Mazrah or the other available maps. We look forward to continuing with you in that new Warzone experience. Thank you to the Call of Duty community and our developers for making Call of Duty Warzone an amazing place to play together. Well, not anymore. You got rid of it. Literally nowhere in here did they give a reason for why they're shutting down Caldera. You look at the Call of Duty scene as a whole, right? We have had countless games that have come out since 2003, and the servers for all of those games, literally every single main entry game in the COD series, the servers are still up. You can still go back. You can still play. If you still have the same account from back in the day, all the shit you bought, all the shit you earned, all the shit you got is all actually still there for you to use, for you to enjoy, and for you to take a trip down memory lane. For crying out loud, Blackout is still active. Why would they be getting rid of Warzone Caldera? Besides the fact that Warzone 2, which they now got rid of that name, it's just called Warzone, but Warzone 2 sucks. Lots of fans went back to go play the original Warzone experience, even on Caldera, and Activision is putting a stop to that because I think the reason why is because they're not making enough money because of the people going back to Warzone 1. If you think about it, and obviously we don't have any details here, but we can definitely infer, and I think you guys are going to get where I'm coming from with this. When it comes to Warzone Caldera, all of that content's already been earned. The bundles are already out. There's no new bundles. There's no new updates. There's no new anything. Why even shut down the servers? You're not doing anything for the game besides paying for the servers to keep them active, right? It doesn't make any sense. But all the bundles are done. All the battle passes are done. All the games are out. All the weapons are out. All the attachments are made. The attachments are balanced. Everything for all intents and purposes is done within Warzone Caldera. There's no more updates. Everything is already there. And as a result, people who have been playing Warzone for a long time, they have skins from Modern Warfare 2019. They have weapon camos from Modern Warfare 2019. They have things from Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty Vanguard. They have all these things that they've either purchased or unlocked or did anything with. They have all that content. So likely they're not spending any more money on Warzone Caldera. They're just enjoying the game for what it is, right? And Activision is seeing that and be like, well, we have all these people playing our older game. They're not spending any money because they already gave us their money. Now they want to enjoy the content that they paid for, but we're not making any more money from them right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut that down, get rid of all of that cosmetic content that people paid for, all those bundles, all those weapons, all the everything that people paid for back in the day. They're getting rid of all of it, which is going to force you, if you are a Battle Royale fan or just a Warzone fan in general, it's going to force you off of the island of Caldera to Al Shitra or whatever they call it nowadays, and you're going to have to go ahead ahead and play that. And if you want cool cosmetic content, well, you're going to need to start buying Modern Warfare 2. We're going to need you to go buy that Battle Pass. By the way, check it out. The Black Cell $30 Battle Pass. Really good value. Really good value, that $30 Battle Pass. And while you're at it, I want you to take a look at some of these other items that we have right here. We're going to be basically repackaging things from older games. Like, don't be sad that you can't play with your Damascus camo in Warzone 1 anymore. We actually brought Damascus here into Modern Warfare 2. It's just a $20 bundle. I mean, I know you earned it back in the day, but it's a $20 bundle here. You can go ahead and buy it for 2 different weapons. Did you like gold back in Modern Warfare 2019? We can buy that in here as well. Obsidian's probably on the way if you like that camo. Like, they literally did this because they are upset that there are people in the world that enjoy Warzone 1. They spent their money, or not, regardless, but they realize these people are enjoying Call of Duty and it's not making them any money. So just like with SM2, just like with IW4X and X-Labs and everything, they're shutting it down. Activision is straight up shutting it down because they don't think they're making enough money off of it. They want to push all those players into Warzone 2 and hope, and you know they're going to, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but you know that so many people out there are going to instantly start buying more bundles and more shit in the shop, and it's going to be a big payday for Activision when more people start playing Warzone 2 as compared to trying to go back and play the old Warzone where they already have content that they paid for or unlocked or whatever. Essentially, they're just deleting everything from that game, right? I mean, obviously you can go back to Modern Warfare 2019, your camos will still be there, your bundles will still be there and whatnot, but your Warzone specific content, all of that is going to be gone entirely. Like, there's so many players out there, I'm sure, like, I'm literally one of those players. You guys know, I do not buy bundles in COD, but I can tell you the last time I did buy a COD bundle, it was back in Modern Warfare 2019. It was when they had the collaboration with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I thought that was a really cool skin. I know I don't usually buy skins or anything like that, but my idea was I wanted to buy that skin, and so whenever I did play Warzone, which I thought I would end up playing more of it than I ended up playing, which is basically nothing, the idea was I was going to use that skin in my videos and stuff like that whenever I played Warzone. That was the whole thing, right? And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, it was pretty cool, right? That's gone. I think a lot of people decided, like me, that like, okay, I might buy 1 skin, I might buy 2 skins, or whatever, knowing that Warzone is essentially going to go on forever. I mean, like, buying a skin in Warzone almost felt like an investment to an extent. Like, you look at a game like Fortnite, like, people bought skins in Fortnite like freaking 8 years ago and they're still able to be used today. I think COD fans had the same assumption when it came to Warzone, that if you had the, you know, Leatherface, or you bought the Scream bundle or whatever, right? You bought something like that, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna have this forever, pretty much, right? I mean, the game's gonna be out and it's gonna be online forever, and even if Call of Duty eventually dies and all the servers go down, we'll probably be able to play in private matches against bots or something like that offline, maybe. You know, it felt like an investment to an extent, and they kind of presented it that way as well. But now they're just saying, you know what, all that stuff you bought, which I'm sure there are people out there that bought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of bundles, it's all gone. You can no longer use it, and you'll never be able to use it again. I mean, you can maybe, you know, if you jump back in the Cold War or whatever, you can use it there. But if you're a Warzone fan, you buy it for Warzone, it's going away, man. In September, on the 21st, all of it is gone. I mean, holy shit, I never thought they would pull a stunt like this before, but now they've done it. They've broken the seal. They had that precedent now set. And that just goes to show, do not buy things in the shop. Do not buy things in Call of Duty. And I could do another super long video on that, but I'm going to try to, like, you know, break it down here at the very end of this video. Everyone gets upset about the shop, or at least they seem to in the echo chamber that we have here online. A lot of people are upset that, you know, people are buying all these bundles, and the bundles are the reason why the game is getting worse and worse and worse. But let's say that, like, hypothetically, like, somehow the Call of Duty community became one big hive mind, and we all collectively agreed to not buy bundles. Suddenly, Activision's losing a lot of money. And we would think, oh, that's a good thing. They're losing a bunch of money. They're going to have to fix the game and make it better. Well, not really. Because all they're really going to want to do is find a way to make their money back. And they're not going to make that money back from box sales. They're going to try and make that money back via something that they can nickel and dime and double dip their consumers with. You know what I mean? Like, if it's going to be the return of map packs or season passes, or, you know, a $40 battle pass, I don't know. Like, they're going to find another way to charge their players in game to make that money back. Like, I don't think people boycotting microtransactions will ever make the game better, because they don't profit off the game being better. You know what I mean? Like, they're just going to try to, like, make the game as adequate as possible so people will actually buy it. And once they're in there, they are going to encourage you every single day with, like, these free bundles and these free items and stuff like that, and try to encourage you to look at the shop. Once they get you in the habit of looking in the shop, you're going to get in there, and maybe you might find something you want, and maybe you drop $10, $15, and that's when Bobby gets you. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, happens, the shop is the future of COD, I think. I don't think that there's anything that we can do like as consumers, but I will say this is a prime example of why you should not buy stuff in the shop. Like I'm like just looking out for like you guys right now. Like if you buy a skin in Modern Warfare 2 or even in Warzone, there's no guarantee that skin's gonna be there next year. They could just take it away. If they decide that Warzone 2 was not successful enough, which they already have by rebranding it back to just calling it Warzone, they may just do another whole fresh restart on Warzone next year or with Treyarch's game in 2024, you know, and then everything from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the upcoming game, all that could just be taken away. They've never done this before, guys. That's what's scary about this. They've never done this before. It's quite literally the equivalent of them just, you know, hopped on one day and be like, you know what? We think if you're playing a World War II COD, you should be playing Vanguard. That's the newer one. That's the one that has more microtransactions in it right now. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're shutting down Call of Duty World War II. All of your accounts are going to be wiped. The game is no more. You can play the campaign offline, but frankly, we don't want you to. Like, they could do that. Hypothetically, and in theory, they could just straight up do that. They can do that at any point. And up until now, they've never done anything like that. They've only shut down fan-made projects because they can't profit off those, and God forbid COD fans are happy for a change. But now, with Warzone Caldera being shut down, precedent has been set where they can just straight up shut down a game or a service out of nowhere with no remorse for how much money people spent on it or how much time, how much nostalgia, how much anything. Does not matter. They can just take it away at any given point, which I suppose we always kind of knew that, but who would have ever thought they would actually go through with it? Like, I don't, like, Activision doesn't surprise me very often. Let's be honest here. But they did with this one. Man, like, I'm a bit flabbergasted here. I'm actually pretty concerned. Is Blackout next? Because even though it's pretty hard to play Blackout right now, the idea that I could never play Blackout again until the end of time is terrifying. Like, I don't want Blackout to go away. I like knowing I can jump on and play Blackout whenever I want. I don't do it super often because the game's not cross-platform. Therefore, you know, if you play on PC, it's impossible. But if you play it on Xbox, you may have to wait 20 minutes to get into one match, and it's only got 40 people in it. Like, it's kind of dead, right? But you can still run around in private matches. You can still play online if you're willing to be patient. Like, it is still there. And I suppose, thankfully, I guess, you know, Blackout being so dead is actually kind of a good thing, because they probably won't shut it down, but you never know, because again, that precedent has been set now. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this video here today. I just wanted to cover the news that, yeah, Activision shut down Warzone. Warzone 1 is going to die in September, which is funny because technically that means that Blackout outlived Warzone, or at least the original incarnation of it, which is kind of funny. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.